Okay, so tomorrow is our 6-year anniversary. Yesterday, we drove down to West Palm Beach for an unknown activity that Will has planned. So this morning, we had Matt came down with us with the dogs because his mom lives in West Palm Beach. So he's visiting her, but we got an Uber. We're at like a private jet airport. I don't know where we are. There's some rich people here.
Okay, and your latest guess was a cruise, right?
Okay, yeah, because all morning him and Matt kept saying like port, implying that it was an airport. That I thought they were trying to like throw me off, and it was actually we were going either on a cruise or catching like a boat ferry to the Bahamas or something, so we're close enough. But now we're actually at an airport, but it's not the regular airport, it's like a private airport. And as we're approaching, I'm like, are we taking a private jet? And Will's like, no, we were most definitely are not taking a private jet. But all that's here is like private jets, so please explain.
Okay, so you ready for the grand
Yes.
reveal? So, for the big reveal, we're going to Bimini.
Ooh.
So,
Is that for the Bahamas?
it is, yep.
Okay.
Another twist to it. I think we're taking a seaplane and landing in the ocean.
Shit. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Welcome.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. Let's go.
Freak out, she's coming. Honey? Freak out, she's picked up a cup for you. Freak out, she's hanged. Freak out, she's turned on a cup for you. She's coming.
Within minutes of boarding the seaplane, we were out over open ocean, watching Miami fade into the distance behind us. The flight to Bimini only takes about 30 minutes, but it feels like you're leaving the mainland completely behind. Now, Bimini is the closest island in the Bahamas to the US, just 50 miles off the coast of Florida, but it's in a world of its own. So we're staying on North Bimini, which is only about 7 miles long and barely half a mile wide in most places, and it's small, but that's kind of part of the charm. Over the years, Bimini has attracted all kinds of visitors, fishermen, rum runners, even Ernest Hemingway, who spent time here in the 1930s. And long before that, it was home to the Lucayan people. Some even say the island holds clues to the lost city of Atlantis. Whether or not that's true, there's something about flying in low over that water that makes it easy to believe this place holds a few secrets.
Welcome to Bimini. Thanks for flying tropic.
Thank you.
Oh, that's over.
Back to solid land.
Freak out, she's cheated.
Welcome to Bimini.
All right, so our method of transportation while we're on the island is golf cart. And did you pay extra for this, or did it come?
I paid extra,
Okay.
yeah.
So we're staying at an Airbnb. So we rented a golf cart separately to get around the island. It's a very small island, and from what I can see so far, there's a lot of golf cart traffic. So I think that's probably the most popular way to get around here. The roads are small. It's a small island. There's really no need for a car, but it's big enough that you can't easily walk everywhere.
Right.
So this kind of gets you from place to place.
It's kind of a cool island.
Yeah, so a friend of our host, our Airbnb host, basically brought the golf cart here, and now we're following him back to where our house is so that we kind of know the way.
Yeah.
Before I show you guys where we're staying in Bimini, I want to give you a quick backstory on why this trip has meant so much to me. So the last 6 months of my life have been a little heavy, to say the least. Back in September of last year, I had my first seizure that I've ever had in my life, and we spent a lot of time trying to figure out what could have caused it. We thought maybe it was low blood sugar or low blood pressure, dehydration. We really thought of anything and everything that could have caused it. And after so many doctor's visits, the one word that kept coming up more than anything was stress.
And what I've learned is that stress doesn't always show up as your standard anxiety or burnout. Sometimes it shows up as your body literally hitting the reset button. Studies show that up to 90% of doctor's visits are stress related. It affects our sleep, our immune system, our hormones, our digestion, everything. But that's because mental health is physical health. It's all part of the complex human body. And so now I'm really trying to treat it like that. I'm trying to be mindful about what I take on in my life, what I eat, how much I move, how much sleep I get, but also trying to be very mindful about how I think. And part of that for me is getting real support from someone who is helping me work on my thought patterns. That's where therapy has had such a big role for me. Just having a space to unpack all of the overwhelm, get the thoughts out of my head that are constantly bouncing around. And BetterHelp, the sponsor of today's video, makes that process so much easier. BetterHelp will connect you with a licensed therapist who is trained to help with stress, burnout, depression, anxiety, even the emotional toll of having a health issue. All you have to do is fill out a quick questionnaire about you and your needs, and BetterHelp will match you with an ideal therapist for you in just a couple of days. Now, they carefully make sure all therapists on the platform are very qualified, but one feature that I do love is that if you feel like your therapist isn't the right fit for you, you can change at any time at absolutely no extra cost. Therapy shouldn't be the last resort that you turn to when you're already falling apart. And really what therapy should be is a regular part of your routine, just like eating well, getting enough sleep, and getting exercise. If any of this hits home for you, I would definitely recommend giving BetterHelp a try. You can save 10% off your first month if you use my special link, which is betterhelp.com/Jen Knowles, and I'll make sure to put that link in the description and in the QR code up here if you want to scan it. Thank you to BetterHelp so much for sponsoring this video, and now let's get back to Bimini. Alright, so we made it to our Airbnb, and I'm going to give you a quick little tour. There's nothing like super exciting in here, so I'll make this inside part quick because the outside of this home is definitely like the star of the show. When you come in, you have a little dining room here and a full kitchen. Actually a good sized kitchen, so if you wanted to like cook a meal or two in here. Nice view of the outside. I'll give you a little peek at the outside. That is definitely like the coolest part about this house. And this is this little side like laundry room area, but also they have all these fishing poles here. So I think if you wanted to use one of these and like go fishing out there, you could put your fish in the fridge. And then coming over here, got a nice living room. How you doing?
Good, I'm tired after all that travel.
I know the flight was like a little exhausting leading up to it.
Bit, yeah.
And it made me a little sick.
Yeah, so I'm just resting my head. And I'm hungry, which doesn't help. But
Yeah, we did. I went to like a little store right near the airport. Got some of these plantain chips and Lay's. But yeah, nice couch.
It's comfy, actually.
Got the little reclining headrest. Maybe we'll sit and watch a movie tonight.
Oh, we should.
I can tell I'm getting like older because less and less do I want to like go out and do things at night. Like, let's go get a dinner at 5 p.m. and then we can come back and watch a movie and get to bed.
You've always been like that.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
All right, coming down. This is the first bedroom. I'm not sure which one we're gonna actually sleep in yet, but because both of them have a big king bed. It actually looks like an extra large king bed to me, but I think it's like something's throwing me off with the bed size. So TV in here too, and then this is the first bathroom. Got this little area and then shower and sink. Overall, like the Airbnb is fairly basic. There's not a lot of places to stay on Bimini, so not a ton of options, but we got a second bedroom with another king bed. So like 2 couples could stay here. And then this has an ensuite bathroom. So got a TV in here too. So yeah, there's not a ton of places to stay. There are some like more resort style hotels up near the airport where we landed, because that was definitely in the area that we were in when we got out there. This Airbnb was maybe like a 5-minute golf cart ride.
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all.
Everything seems to be like on one main road that runs, because it's a very thin island stretch. So it's like one road that runs through, so you can't really get lost.
I could.
Will could, unless you're Will. Hey, you want to come out with me to show the outside?
Sure.
So outside the house is like a whole patio area. So we have a whole outdoor table here. We have Like some Adirondack chairs where you can chill, with a little umbrella.
This is why I booked it, is the outside,
Yeah.
to be honest.
And then like across from all this is you're literally right on the water. So for reference, like that's the house.
Yep.
There's the beach.
You have your own like private beach. I think this is really cool, actually.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily the beach you want to like lay out at all day, but the fact that you can come out of the house,
You're just on the water.
yeah, and walk right in and like wade into the water too.
Yep.
And then out there is a little dock. Already went out there, but let's walk back. Oh,
Okay.
look, coconut. Want a coconut? Hey, we got a coconut. There's a restaurant where you can get like coconuts to drink.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, look at all these conch shells.
Yeah, I think conch is like really.
Yeah, conch's a
Popular
really
here.
big, popular food in the Bahamas.
It is, yeah.
It is very windy today.
Yeah, we knew that when we were flying in.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a rough landing. So out here is a private dock, and I don't know if that means just private to us or like private to the houses that are right here and it's shared.
Probably
But-
this house.
Either way, you have a hammock that you can lay in.
I think there's supposed to be two.
I think there's supposed to be two. That one's out of operation. This one, I think I'm gonna come lay out here like tomorrow.
Okay.
Just chill. Do some work on your computer.
Right. You see these cones here?
Yeah.
That was our landing strip when we came in.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So tomorrow I can watch the other seaplanes land.
Yeah.
That'd
See
be
it
cool.
from the outside.
Yeah.
All right, I think we're gonna go. I
some
might
num-num.
change and then go get an early dinner somewhere.
Sounds good.
I didn't know we got a Ferrari.
Right. Vroom vroom.
Heading to dinner in our Ferrari.
For our first night on the island, we took a short golf cart ride to the Bimini Seafood Company and Conch Bar for dinner. We tried to sit outside, but as you can probably hear, it was super windy.
It's like
Yeah, I didn't want to eat my hair for dinner, so we moved to a table inside and started off with the boom boom shrimp or dynamite shrimp. I can't remember exactly what they called it. And then I decided to go with the mahi mahi tacos, which honestly I wasn't crazy about. The fish didn't taste as fresh as I was expecting considering we were on a Caribbean island. Will got the ribs, which I think were a bit better than my meal. This first dinner kind of foreshadowed most of the meals on Bimini. It was hard to find great food anywhere, which we'll talk more about later in the video.
you sleep
Good
well
morning.
last night?
I did actually. How about you?
Yeah, the bed was really nice.
It was nice, yeah.
We drove probably 5-10 minutes down to the main resort here on the island. It's called Resorts World. It used to be owned by Hilton, and I think it just got bought
Yeah.
out or something. I don't even know who owns it because it was Hilton Resorts World. Now it's just Resort World. So it might be in between. So, but we were down here because we were gonna grab a coffee, or I am. And you guys know I'm a sucker for like a good local coffee shop,
Right.
but after extensive research, there was like nothing on the
That's
island.
crazy.
Like there used to be one place, and she had an Instagram account and everything.
Oh, really?
And it looked really cute. I looked it up, permanently closed.
Dang.
So I mean, I was like up late last night, like trying to find a coffee shop. And so it just landed me on like we have to go to the Starbucks here, which is sad.
Today's our anniversary, so happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary. It is 6 years together.
6 years today?
Well, 6 years married, but then
we started dating in 2012,
so
so
13
years.
Gee, that's a long time.
But that's
ago,
not
yes.
till May.
That's a long time ago, yes. Okay, we are having a golf cart lunch today because we came down to Radio Beach, which is like the most popular beach on the island, and there's a couple little restaurants and bars. So we got some food, but it was so busy up there that we just came over here. I just needed a mental minute, to be honest. But we got some conch fritters to start, which I was very excited because conch is one of the most popular.
It is like Bahamian
things to get. There must be a lot of conch in the waters. Which I used to think it was conch, but it's conch. Okay. But a conch fritter is, I'll put the definition of a conch fritter here, but it's essentially like conch meat, and then I think it's in some sort of like batter.
Yeah.
Like how you would make a normal fritter, but there's conch meat in it.
It's like a chicken nugget, but with conch.
But it's a lot of breading, is what I'm saying. But they fry it in a little ball. And then they gave us the sauce, which I think is like mayo chip.
Oh, cool.
To be honest. So.
For the vlog.
For the vlog. I already tried some, but.
Show us the inside.
See?
What's that green?
Probably like chives or something.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, again, a lot of it is the batter and probably how they season the batter before they fry it. It looks like there's probably chives or green onions or something in there.
Oh, yeah.
And then, like, you can see the conch meat, but it's not, like, all conch, you know? So that was our appetizer. Moving on. Then Will got a hamburger on toast.
Yeah, I thought she said I got a hot dog, too. And I thought she said...
Oh, man!
Oh, that doesn't look good. You gotta try it for the vlog.
I got chicken wings, and you can still see the hairs. Anyways,
this ain't Buffalo Wild Wings. It's probably so good. Try it.
It's like a KFC chicken wing.
Try it.
Hot.
Is it?
Like, it's just fine. Literally, the picture showed sauce.
No, it didn't, did it?
It showed chicken with, like, sauce, but
That's
it was
funny.
a very small, blurry picture. Have some of your fries?
Yeah.
Look like some McDonald's fries.
They do.
They got those straight from Mickey D's. We finally made it to the beach.
It did take a while.
And we bought 2 towels from the little market earlier. So Will's gonna take this boring Bahamas flag, but mine, I got flamingos, I got pigs with sunglasses, I got pearls, I got iguanas. So I think I made out on top with that one.
You think so?
Yeah. So you keep your flag, your boring flag. Oh my god. This has to be some of the clearest, bluest water I've ever seen.
I know. It like, the only place I feel like was clear was that place in Greece, remember? It was like 20
Milos.
feet. Yeah.
Yeah. You sound so bougie. The only place I think was clear was that island off the coast of the Amalfi Coast.
Off the Amalfi Coast.
Okay, so where we are at is not actually Radio Beach, which is where we got lunch earlier. Well, Radio Beach was a lot busier. It wasn't
like right there. It's literally right there.
It's literally just further down. But anyways, that's where we got lunch earlier. And I actually think that's a good option if you're like trying to rent chairs and like sit all day and be able to get drinks and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I can see why. And it wasn't insanely busy or anything. But if you're just trying to like go to the beach for a little bit and get in the water, literally like if you're on the same road before you get down to Radio Beach, the same beach that just connects down there, it's just like, it's all beach line here, and you can pull over almost anywhere and find a way to get down to the beach. And that's what's nice is like we were saying how in the US, like the beaches are very defined and sanctioned, and like you gotta park here. Here it's just like, just roll up in your golf cart wherever and walk down to the water, and you can swim wherever you want. There's no rules and regulations. And we don't have a ton of time. We weren't trying to like set up for being at the beach all day.
Right.
So, because I have a call at
Unreal.
3, I'm so sorry. I have a call in an hour, so we gotta leave soon anyways.
Straight that way is Miami.
Straight that way is Miami. Straight this way is Bimini.
Oh, I guess so, yeah. You know what's crazy
What?
about being in the water here?
What?
You can see Bimini with your bare naked eyes.
That's crazy, Will. Good observation. So I'm really enjoying this. I don't feel as stressed.
Whoa, that was a big wave.
So we're just going to swim for a little bit and then go back to the house for my call. But then we'll probably come back out later.
Do
some more
something.
stuff. Alright, we came back to the house for a little bit because I had a coaching call with one of my clients. So we ran back for like an hour and a half. And Will actually, when we got back, he killed some time. He got one of the fishing poles and he's been out on the dock doing some fishing. I don't know if he's caught anything. But then I noticed that these boys kind of ran. I don't know if they're neighbors or what, but they ran out and there's one that's just hovering around Will, like asking him questions and talking to him. So it's actually really cute. I'm gonna go out there now and see how he's doing it, see if he's caught any fish. Because then if he's caught fish, we could just have that for dinner.
Give me that little fish. Give me that fish.
Don't even need to go anywhere. Will, you catching any fish for us?
No.
Womp womp. Apparently they saw a barracuda swimming around here that they're trying to catch. What are you using as bait? Just like a...
Some fish. What kind of fish is it? You know, for the bait?
Crab take it.
He got it, huh?
Crab take the bait.
Oh, crab got it?
Yeah.
Oh man.
We have another one. What kind of fish is it? Do you know?
A pilcher.
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 Yeah, it's
And we had some squid.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You've been seeing a lot of fish?
We saw 2 rays earlier.
Stingrays? Oh cool.
They were big.
they're eagle.
Oh, eagle rays.
He's right there.
The barracuda?
Let the expert do his work.
Right.
You're the assistant.
I'm just yeah.
You're
I'm
the
just
assistant. You're just the bait guy.
He could
There's a
pluck the
stingray.
line.
Dang, he's big.
He's very big.
Right, I haven't seen a lot, so I was like, is that a big one? But he looks...
Yeah, it's a really big one. Yeah.
They don't sting you?
Like you have to know where to land, to like get on it. If you land at, like in the middle of the spine. If you land in the middle of the spine.
Do it. Do it for the vlog.
Do it for the vlog.
I'm gonna dive on that guy.
How'd fishing go today?
Not good. We didn't catch anything. Oh,
Oh, it's just a
hi.
doggy. Hello.
Hi.
He just came out of nowhere.
Hi.
Hello, baby. Hello. Oh, you a
Oh my
sweetie.
gosh.
Oh, you a sweetie pie.
I'm gonna set this up there.
Where'd you come from? Nick of time, we got a fish.
Oh, is he?
He
He'll
gets
bite?
feisty.
He's protect
What kind is it?
a shark. If you get a knife, you cut the tail and kill.
What kind is that?
Back up.
Oh, you want a knife?
He was licking me.
I'm running the sea. Watch it.
What's wrong, bro? He wasn't being nice to them. Look at him. Look at him. Well, he doesn't. All right, I feel like all we've done today is drive around and eat, but we're about to do that again. We're actually gonna go get ice cream before dinner with these boys that we're friends with now. Will's been like wanting to find ice cream, and we haven't been able to find ice cream anywhere.
Can I do one of those, one scoop of that, and one scoop of vanilla? Do you have cookie dough? No. Yeah, that's good.
What you got?
Well,
Death by
tomorrow-
chocolate.
Mm-hmm. And vanilla.
Tomorrow we're
Nice.
going fishing again.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
At a different spot though.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. What'd you get?
Sometimes that
What
card
flavor?
doesn't work,
Cookie and
so
cream.
Cookie and cream.
It doesn't work with me.
I feel like we've eaten every single meal on the golf cart.
Right, we really have.
Okay, so we sat down and shared our first impressions of Bimini while eating pizza, but once again, the wind completely took over. So I'm going to try to summarize our thoughts for you. We realized pretty quickly that Bimini is a very small island. While there are definitely some excursions you can go on like snorkeling or scuba diving, overall there aren't a ton of activities here. This place is more about kicking back and relaxing. An aspect of the island we haven't loved so far is the food. This pizza, for one, was pretty bad. I feel like the food options are a bit better at lunchtime because you can get smaller bites like conch fritter, conch salad, and jerk chicken, which you'll see us get tomorrow. But there's definitely a lack of good sit-down dinner places, and I expect this is because a lot of the Bimini tourism comes from the cruise ships. So once all the cruisers are back on board, the island seems to really shut down in the evening. Something that we did right on this trip was staying in an Airbnb over the main resort on the island, which is called Resorts World. Now, while some people may have a totally different opinion about this, we felt way more immersed in the culture staying off of the resort, and I feel like we got to see the true Bimini.
Good morning. It is approximately 11 a.m. We have been up for a while, but we spent all morning figuring out the best place to come and do jet skiing because the main tour company that I think provides all of the tours through the cruise ships, they wanted to charge like $200 a person to jet ski for an hour. So we came down here to this smaller beach right at I think the north point of the island, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
And there's like a small little business that's doing jet ski rentals. The water does look super smooth today, so I think we're gonna have a nice time, not a lot of bumps. Got some lunch here.
I'm not bored in Bahamas or Jamaica. This is good.
Well, we tried to get jerk chicken, but they were out of chicken. This place is popular. Like every day we'd go by and you could smell how good it smelled from the road. I think it's called Alamo Bar and Grill or something. But yeah, we really wanted jerk chicken. They were out of chicken, so we got the ribs, but those are pretty good too.
It's jerk ribs. So good.
Oh, it's jerk ribs? Aw, shit.
That's why it's so good.
Look at this rib.
There's a rib.
Look at that riblet. I got rice and beans. And, no, rice and peas. I don't even see that many peas. Oh, I think it's black-eyed peas. So these ribs are phenomenal. It's like the seasoning and sauce is like baked into it or smoked into it, I guess. Yeah. Okay, we are heading out for our final dinner on the island. I feel like all today has just been eating. We did go jet skiing. We did lay on the beach too, I just didn't vlog it. But also, speaking of food,
more food.
Let's not get dessert at the restaurant.
Is breakfast tomorrow.
No, it's dessert. Let me see it. Let me show them.
It's a cinnamon roll.
Nate's Bimini Breads was highly rated on Google, and so we went, stopped by and got, it's called just cinnamon roll, but it looks almost like cinnamon roll bread. So I'm very excited about that.
Sure.
So that I'm gonna have that for my
Tonight's like
dessert.
our anniversary dinner, so we're doing something a little
Yeah,
nicer.
because the pizza didn't work out too good last
No,
time.
the restaurant we wanted to go to really was closed last night, so.
So we're actually being a little bit bougie. We're going to the resort for dinner because we kind of wanted just like a nicer dinner to celebrate our anniversary. And really what we've found is that there are not a lot of like nicer sit-down restaurants on the island. You can tell it's very catered to the cruise crowd. Mm-hmm. So it's like a lot of lunch spots.
Good lunch spots, yep.
And some of them are still open for dinner, but it's just like none of them seem like
hot dogs and burgers and
none of them are
tacos.
nice sit-down restaurants. So even though we didn't really want to go to the resort, we're going to go just to have like a nice dinner tonight.
Cool.
Since it's our last night.
Adios, Bimini.
Adios, Bimini. Also, hold on. I gotta get a swig of this. So we picked this up at the grocery store earlier. It is fresh pineapple juice, like pure juice, no added stuff. And it is the best thing I've ever drank.
Really is
I don't know
good.
why they make it like a child lock on it though.
Good?
God, it's good. I don't even like pineapple juice that much. Like, I don't even like pineapple that much because normally it's too acidic.
Yeah, no, this is good.
Our last dinner really rounded out the whole food experience on Bimini. It was honestly what I was expecting, which was overly priced but low quality food. You're really paying for the experience of dining at the resort here. If you're coming to Bimini, I'd recommend skipping this and just trying to get some local food. I know there was a restaurant on the island called the Three Daughters restaurant that we heard people talk about, and I kind of wish we had gone there instead. Even though the food on the island was underwhelming, overall we really enjoyed Bimini. The beautiful water, the laid-back atmosphere. This island makes a great little weekend trip, especially if you live in Florida and could snag a little flight like we did or a ferry ride. Let me know in the comments if there's something that we missed here, and also what other Caribbean islands we should check off next on our list. See you guys next week.